at you, and you're just like, give me a second. I have to breathe, man. And he's just continually like getting all this damage, this punishes, these shield damage. It's just crazy, man.
It's like you barely pick up the controller and start the match, and you already got 45 damage racked up on you. It's like, for the love of all that's holy, just give me 1 second, okay? Just please.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, man, I'm just gonna put down the controller and watch, because his combos, man, sometimes just don't stop. Like, they're insane. But so another thing that's insane, Santiago lately, these past 2 weeks, been pretty crazy. The types of wins he's been getting, as well as the shenanigans we've been seeing with Hero, that like both are crazy setups with the accelerate, the all the buffs and things that he's been getting, as well as just overall like Santiago's playstyle with this Hero. We've seen plenty of people pull out Hero, but no one really seems to play Hero like Santiago does.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Like, in my experiences with heroes, I see a lot of spammy, salty types that will just try to abuse the living daylights out of the down B and try to call upon RNGesus. But Santiago just has his way with the character. Everything on the move list is a viable option in Santiago's hands. Ooh, and that down B takes that first stock.
Yeah, definitely a viable option from Yoshi, man. Like, we're seeing Santiago, like we were saying, like, he does really try to, like, use all of his moves. And, like, there's, like, a list of them that definitely, like, are his favorites, as well as, like, situational moves. But we're seeing the zoom come out. Speaking of situational, nice use of it there.
Oh, yes, for sure. See, Hero's got what I refer to as that Mary Poppins bag. It's just when you think you have everything in there, he just pulls something else out, and it's just like, what?
That's a great description of that, actually. I honestly think he's gonna need it now, because we're seeing Solidus do what Solidus does, backing up like almost 60 damage here at 50. Gets the bang out, but no damage yet. No stocks taken for Santiago either. And here we go. Damage racking up again.
Oh! The up smash putting in some damage. We got the grab. Hopefully we can get some out of this. I hate to see him get 3-stocked.
Hey man, that ice hockey music has to come.
It's gotta play for something.
Hey!
I command it. The ice hockey music has to come.
I guess cue it up. Go ahead.
All right, here comes the replay. Let's let it ride. And this week, I decided to play it in super slow motion.
Let's go. And that kaboom we also saw did not connect either. We've seen that kind of be a ledge option for Santiago in the past. And for Solidus, it seems like he's starting to learn like where to weave in and out with Yoshi's airspeed. Because like Yoshi does have the ability kind of like just like quickly get in and out if he's able to like maneuver the like whole like projectile war that Santiago can sometimes throw out. But at the same time, now we're seeing it not connect for Santiago. And we're going to need to see some adjustments because that 3-stock looked really commanding.
Oh yeah, for sure. And again, it goes back to the battle of the spacing. And he's adjusting his spacing just slightly outside of his range, and with the speed that Yoshi has, and combined with those super large hitboxes, he's able to just come in and close the gap.
Yeah, man. And I think that what adjustments need to be made is I think we need to see a bit more aggression for Santiago, and like some maybe not like I don't need to see him play Rushdown or something. He's not playing Marth or something where it's like a traditional sword character, you know, but. I think that we've been seeing Santiago trying to fish for a lot of his like buff moves, his Psych Up, Oomph, and Accelerado, and he didn't really get any of them that game. He didn't get a chance, but this time, he's got
forward smash with that Oomph.
There it is, got the Psych Up and the Accelerate now. So now he is getting his right hand, his dealer's hand now. Goes for dash attack.
He still got the Accelerate. Oh no, that just went out.
Commentators first, man.
I keep forgetting that those things, as powerful as they are, they don't last as long as one would hope.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting, because, like, watching it, especially, like, one like Bounce, it doesn't feel like it's there a lot as a spectator, but when you're playing against it, man, it feels like it's there forever.
Oh, yeah. And Santiago with that nice parry leading up to a nice few solid hits to get Yoshi off the stage. And I think Santiago will fare to be, he when he was playing earlier with Hero, I noticed that he did a lot more. Not the shield break. As I noticed, he did a lot of. He took a few more risks that paid off, and I think in this match against Solidus, he's kind of playing a little bit more reserved, not necessarily like scared or defensive, but he's not reaching into that bag as much as he was earlier. And I think if he starts to just a little bit, it'll probably put him in a better spot to get some damage up on Solidus.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the one thing that's interesting about that is that with Solidus here, or Santiago in those previous games, he really was like playing on the edge, and it really was risky. But here, it does take that stock with the lightning. Really nice use of it. But now he's kind of. This is the situation where I was just going to say he was last game, is that he's in this weird danger zone where he's constantly at like 30 or less mana. And as we see, he gets the one buff, but doesn't really get much. And has to now start getting some sort of damage to kind of like get extra credit, and we're gonna start seeing him use the psych up, get really anything with these like small amounts of mana, because you never know, like anything could happen now.
It's like, yeah, every little bit helps, but at the same time, you just don't want to put yourself in a situation where you have nothing in the tank.
Met him up top.
Yeah, man, does have extra credit though. Throwing out the bounce, and this is one of those things that, like, while you're like, hey, he doesn't really have very many projectiles, why even use it? It does also still manipulate the RNG, because it now gives him a better chance of getting things like Hocus Pocus, like Thwack, Whack, or just those buffs in general when it's in use. And that's just one thing that's really smart about the RNG manipulation. Nice hurtbox shifting there. We saw that down tilt come out and was able to get a punish off of it. Really smart stuff.
Nice. Now we're
back into this game.
Almost even now. Oh, you almost had that snooze. I see what you were doing there.
Oh, goes for the Gaden, man.
Ooh.
Got a tight one here. Oh!
Really smart from Santiago. That was one of those things that definitely is more of a recent addition to Santiago's kit, is that when you use the C-stick, when you select your option, it will actually flip you around. We saw Santiago here facing left, use C-stick flicking to select the option Sizzle, as he knew that Solidus would approach him. And right here, also being really well patient, trying to get that up tilt, but just did not get it. Here, staying on bang. As soon as Solidus got close, doing that Sizzle, man.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that that you can manipulate the moves like that.
Yeah, it's something. And I actually learned this a little while ago now, but it's just something that, like, not a lot of people are aware of. Like, it works like that. It actually works for a lot of projectiles in this game. Any sort of really charged projectile or anything that allows you to pause prior to like throwing the projectile or shooting the projectile. So something like maybe Samus charge shot, or even like, what else? Like, I know Pac-Man fruit and like certain things of Rob can do that. It's a bit different than like B-reversing, but it does work similarly.
Okay. That's actually pretty good to know.
Oh, interesting here.
Oh. Going with that solid edge guard. Oh my goodness. Oh!
Tell him why you mad, son.
Took him to the Shadow Realm. Man.
Sure is dark, man. Oh, the Kling accidental miss input, possibly. He's stuck like this. Solidus is not charging with forward smash here, opting to go for a crazy punish, and honestly, probably getting more damage than what he would have.
Yeah,
Kling is interesting, because like you're completely invulnerable during it, but like it pretty much keeps you frozen for an F smash
catch with that sizzle.
Oh man. Santiago right back into this. As we also see, he has the fully charged fireball with the indication with the fire on his hand here. He can barely make it out, but it is there. And so if he throws it out, it's going to be 40 MP he's going to be using. And the jab lock might not get it out. Oh, barely makes it back.
Nice recovery. Oh.
He uses the fireball, maybe just trying to get it off before he loses his stock. Honestly, wouldn't blame him for trying.
Yeah. I don't want to call it like a desperation move, but maybe on the off chance you catch him with it. Ah!
You gotta consider too, it's like when you have that thing charged up, like, and you're pretty certain, like, just the way the pace of the stock is going, like, you gotta at least attempt it, even if you know it won't hit, because, like, you have it charged up, and it honestly feel like a waste not to use it. And, like, while it may not be the smartest decision, it at least is something that, like, can be done. Like, you can do it. And we are seeing Santiago now kind of push to the brink of the end of this game now. 73%, still has another 2 stocks to get through on Solidus' end. The booms are not connecting this game.
With that forward smash wheel. Solidus is getting a lot of little sneaky looks with this up tilt of his. Just bonkers.
Ooh, goes for the thwack. Connects it, but no kill yet. The boom also hits. And then there's the miniature fireball.
The snipes he's getting off, though.
Nice. Knowing that Solidus had no jump as well. Making sure to end him there while he was an easy target.
Looking at him 1 stock apiece. Solidus has a nice little lead. Ooh.
The snooze barely caught him as he really shielded. I think he tried to parry it. I actually don't know if you can parry that. It's one of the, like... Ooh, that was weird. It's one of those weird moves.
You can absorb it, I believe, but I don't think you can parry it.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
I don't think you can, only for the sheer fact that I don't believe it has, like, a true, like, hitbox. It just has, like...
Yeah.
An area of effect, rather than...
Nice little stall to get back on stage.
Yeah, but as we see the down air, not going to kill yet, but, like, alright. Santiago also has his fully charged fireball, but can't use it yet. He needs a bit more MP. Has it now. Opts for accelerating. Forward tilt, not going to be fast enough. He can...
Oh! Ooh.
Whoa!
Nice read off of that.
Low MP, be careful.
I was just getting ready to say down B is coming.
Yeah. Great awareness, though, from Solidus, because all of that situation, I think Santiago was like a note off, or like the rhythm was just a little bit off here, because gets the accelerate here, gets the forward tilt, doesn't get it completely, then goes for the fireball attempt right here. The shield almost breaks, gets the jump read, and then right here he's trying to go for another back air there, but the accelerate ran away just as he was going to go for the back air and might have been too slow to connect without it.
Just a few frames off, and that was all the difference.
Just a quick reminder, guys, if you like that replay, you can catch all of the replays right here on our YouTube channel at IPG_esports. We need just 8 more subs, and we will finally be able to get our own URL, and it'll be official by then. And it looks like these guys are getting ready to hop back in, so I will not keep you guys with the ads. Let's go right back to the game for game number 4, if I'm not correct. Yep.
No distractions, straight hands, straight back into it. That's what I love to see.
And it's possible now, like, as we get close to this is a similar situation to last week, where we did make it to all the way to Game 5. Santiago was on the brink of winning it with a switch to Dark Pit, and then lost it right at the very end. Very nail-biting, like, way to finish that first stock. Nice grab continuation here. With the up tilt to finish off that combo. 71% unanswered so far by Solidus. Usually something we're used to seeing from him is that 70 damage real quick.
Yeah. Where I think he's starting to slow down the pace of the game a lot, I'm noticing in this first minute of this match. He's making Solidus approach him instead of him trying to approach Solidus, and I think it's just enough for him to get those hits in.
Yeah, so true. And it looks like it's just kind of getting closer and closer here, as now it's separated by 1%. But all right, the grabs are coming out.
But he's got the accelerate. Let's see how he works with this. It's that darn down B every single time.
It's just so well placed, though, man, because it's just so interesting, though, because we've seen how over time Solidus at one point was using that down B like religiously. We'd see him use it multiple times in a row, and then all of a sudden, like almost maybe a month or 2 ago now, like he started to kind of lax off on his usage of it, but the times he would use it would be so good because they'd always connect, always get a kill, and it's very rare now that we see him not get it because it's just used so optimally.
Oh yeah, I see it more now. I see it more now as like a kill shot as opposed to just a setup for something,
Yeah.
which works very well in his benefit. Oh no, not the SD.
Very unfortunate too. However, I think that this is one of those situations now where if you're Santiago, like you can either just throw away this set and just not worry about it. You got a whole another one to kind of wear down Solidus with, or you could really get some crazy shenanigans and go for some super like RNG like hocus pocus stuff. But nope.
The stage spike will take it.
Yep.
All right, Solidus with a reset here. Let's catch the instant replay.
Man, look at how low he was. He was at 35%, man.
I'm telling you, those up tilts and those forward tilts, just everything. It's like he planned this out in his sleep.
Yeah, man. Definitely in the lab practicing those combos, or like definitely looking to some sort of inspiration to be like, all right, so I can do all this with this character. And definitely a lot of practice in knowing that, like, if you SDI this way, I can then finish it with Nair rather than forward air, rather than up air again. Like, it's a lot of time spent just practicing, either playing against people, friendlies, like tournaments, whatever. So just keep playing, keep kind of experimenting and watching. Is definitely what Solidus is doing.
Well, now here's the question. Are we going to see Villager? Are we going to see Santiago kind of go for a change? He played with Villager earlier today. The swap was to Hero, actually.
I think his Villager could come out and do some fantastic things. Again, it's just he has to be more, not necessarily more aggressive, but he has to be more, put a little more oomph into it, I guess is the best way I put it. Just stay on top of him. And I think Villager could put a dent in it if he decides to pull him out.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I agree. I think that it's gonna be harsh because I think also that like we've been seeing a lot of PS2 for Santiago. Like I don't think they switched once to that set, and like I think that even if we see a switch in character, I hope we see a switch in stage as well. Just because like Santiago, like it's definitely a stage that while his character might benefit a bit from PS2's size, it's definitely not completely. And we are seeing a switch, but to Dark Pit, character that he did switch to last week in the tournament, but we did see him directly switch back to Hero after a bit of time. And this is a fresh set, however, and they are starting on Pokemon Stadium 2 again.
So this stage is proving very, very good in Solidus' favor. So we'll see if this switch helps to level that playing field a bit.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is that Pit's one of those characters, Pit or Dark Pit really, where you can, if you like really have some well-timed attacks and they're well-spaced, like they're gonna connect real hard, and it's just gonna be real hard for an opponent like Solidus to be impatient.
Nice down smash to get that first stock. And yeah, just to piggyback on what you're saying, I think about Dark Pit as far as matchups against Yoshi, I think that with the Dark Pit here, the aerial game plays a lot more. It makes it a lot more even as far as options you can do in the air versus Yoshi, as far as hitboxes and things like that are concerned.
Yeah, and then we saw that shield that came out reflecting the Yoshi egg. And interestingly enough, that move was buffed, and it now comes out much quicker than it used to. And so that's one of those interesting interactions now where it might have not been a good idea to throw that out against like a Yoshi Fair or Yoshi down air or something if it's coming directly for you. But now it's fast enough to where if you throw it out when you just want like a shield in a sense, but not like a true like holding down that trigger shield, you have it now with that down B. And on top of that, it reflects, so it's just a useful move. And now we're seeing Santiago in the driver's seat of this match, goes for the Orbiter, unable to connect it, but honestly worth the attempt. He got like a whole stock ahead. And at any point, this stock could be taken from Solidus.
Nice with the grab, but Solidus got out of there real quick.
Yeah, great mashing skills. Not losing the stock just yet. 130, nearly max rage Santiago, but not mashing out real smart there. because one thing about Yoshi in this any matchup really against any character, they expect you to mash out at almost any percent real quickly. And at high and low percents, a lot of times you really want to just not mash out, because when you do, you'll get caught into a perfect angled up smash.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's almost like clockwork with that.
Yeah. Forcing you to make different decisions in your habit, and then the mix-up for Yoshi would be to just not do an up smash out of the no mash, and then punish with like another grab. But it's just interesting now we're seeing such a difference in play from Santiago. It's almost like a different player is playing this Dark Pit. You know what I mean? Like such a dominating performance so far.
Oh yeah, I think what this pick allowed Santiago to do is to be a bit more on that aggressive side, to be able to take a few more of those risks. And especially when it comes to aerial trades and punish game, he's just able to pick him off so well now.
Yeah, look at that.
And that edge guard's going to take this first match for Santiago. Whew.
Can't help but feel sorry for you.
That was a hard-fought one.
Yeah, definitely. Even with like the difference in stocks, we see like 2 stocks to 1 here, and just barely. Like you have to keep in mind that like that first stock is so important in these matches, because it really does dictate the pace, and it dictates who's going to be like more aggressive and what's going on. Because we saw so many times here, Santiago was just well spacing his forward smashes, his down smashes, his edge guarding tools, as well as just playing really good like neutral overall and forcing punishes where you wouldn't expect. So I think that it was just really hard for both players to kind of like get going. And we're seeing a stay on Dark Pit in this game too, and Santiago is now 1 game closer to winning this final set, the true finals, if you will.
Oh yes. And I think if he keeps applying what he's been doing, he did in that first match, I don't see him having a problem in these next couple of matches taking a win. But that has yet to be seen as we get into the second one.
Very true.
Ooh.
And offstage battle we're having here. Now Santiago fighting on Final Destination, the first stage switch we've seen in many games. I think that this is definitely the pick for Solidus, just because Pit's one of those characters that like he has no hitbox on his up B, so that tech was great. But
yes,
like unfortunately, he was still stuck in that position. Still, right now, is in disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Using his jumps, trying to get back. Very scary stuff, man.
Yoshi with an open air is lethal, more so than usual, because now he doesn't have a platform to contend with, and he can just strike pretty much whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that was also such a weird interaction there we saw earlier, where Santiago went for the orbiter off stage, going back onto stage, like to the left, and because he touched the ground, it stopped the move short of Solidus. And like, what an odd interaction that was.
Oh yeah, it's weird, because I definitely don't see a lot of those interactions occur. So it becomes even more of a surprise, especially in tournament settings, when you see them and they make the difference between a stock.
Yeah, exactly. Nearly getting lapped here is Santiago, just barely keeping himself ahead right now. And I bet Solidus, with the way he's jumping, is looking for his jab up, looking for these kill confirms. Now we're seeing a reverse of last game's situation.
Right now I see Solidus definitely position himself to put the ball in his court. And Santiago's kind of starting to fall right back into it. See, with these up tilts and that up air, just quick, easy damage off of every interaction.
Yeah, man, and it's just looking really hard for Santiago right now. Possible 3 stock incoming. Oh, nice parry.
Ooh. Train off the edge. Oh, that down. Ooh-wee.
With a 3 stock of his own to tie up the set right now, 1-1 apiece. Let's take a look at the instant replay.
I like this kind of stalling technique that Santiago was trying to use to kind of get rid of the edge guard there. But seeing when Solidus has that stock lead, he starts to do some wild stuff especially towards the end of matches, kind of throwing a little bit of swag on there to get that last stock off of him.
Yeah, and that was just so smart. The awareness too, that you have to keep in mind that he was aware after that first stock that Santiago's pit, there is no hitbox, there's no invincibility, there is no nothing that protects Pit from being hit at any point in his up B. And Solidus going off, he just needed the perfect timing for it. Was that ledge hanging there after they were fighting off stage, drops, and like that fair is just there. Like Pit really can't do anything about it besides just hope that you miss. And it's kind of one of those weird weaknesses that's like hard to exploit, but once you like find a way to, it's super exploitable.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's just one of those situations too where in Solidus' eyes, it's like if I hit this sweet spot, he's gonna spike and die. If I sour spot, he'll probably spike off the stage and die. If a trade, he's still probably gonna lose a stock, and I'm gonna lose a stock, but I'm still gonna come out on top.
Yeah, definitely. And here we're seeing now switch to Northern Cave. Interesting pick for Santiago. I don't really see him pick this stage a lot. It's just an interesting switch, as we did see Final Station Network, and this is similar in the sense that it's just such a large open area in the middle. And so far, it does not seem to be paying off too well, as losing that stock near zero to death levels of damage, man.
And here he goes with that setup.
Nice amount of damage, man.
Oh, and it's just so quick. It's like you turn your neck and you're already at 60, 70, just so fast.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I thought I would see a lot more of that shield coming from Santiago, but also I guess considering the fact that the end lag on that too would probably set him up for failure, especially with someone as skilled at the punish game as Solidus.
Yeah, definitely. I think that for him as well, like it just seems like nice
frame. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and even there, like he didn't even have to go off for that damage. He just was able to get the reaction right and caught the up B as it came up. And I think that this is a situation now where you're 2 games into this set so far, and this third one's looking like it's gonna be closed out rather soon. However, we have to hold here. Santiago is at 1 stock, basically no damage. Solidus 2 stocks, but something like you have to play pretty well to get this next off quick. It's possible.
Definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's impossible. I've seen it done, but you're gonna have to put a lot of work in and relatively quick. Because I think in this situation, the longer this stock goes, the more the favor goes in Solidus's court. A nice edge guard with the use of those arrows.
Ooh, goes. Nice.
Oh, nice.
But unfortunate for him, he didn't get the F smash or the back throw grab that he was looking for to keep the disadvantage state going, but has Solidus in a disadvantage. Solidus skips it, jumps right over. This could be it. This is a scary situation.
To get back on stage. I think he holds firm. He might be able to take this stock off. There you go. That throw to get him off stage.
Dash attack.
Dash attack to take that stock now. 94-0.
Yeah. The question is, man, can he get back into it? We saw him get back 1 stock, but it nearly took him to the edge. Solidus has a couple tricks, gotten to 22 so far.
I am counting this right. This is 2-1 Solidus, correct? Or is that 1-1?
I believe it's 1-1.
Got it.
If Solidus wins this, it'll be 2-1.
It'll be 2-1. Okay.
Yeah. With Santiago being pretty close to max rage, it's a perfect opportunity to stack up some damage quick, fast. Oh! Well, the egg doesn't take it, though.
Oh, no!
Damn, you could almost set your watch to it, I promise you.
Yeah, and there it is, man. That's just so smart from Solidus. Just sticking to his guns, knowing what options he has. He has up smash there, he has nair up shield, and he has down B as like the types of things that he could be doing from there. Goes for the 2-frame, does not get it this time. Isn't able to hold it for as long as Santiago was able to stall off stage for the bit he was. And then that forward smash, the forward air took over the forward smash that Santiago tried to go for. And right here, goes for gap attack a bit prematurely, and that down B was definitely the right punish for that.
Oh yes, for sure. It puts Solidus now at a 2-1. One more takes it.
Yeah, and I'm very curious because I think that this is just one of those situations where it's like you're in the corner. You gotta either come up with a character switch, a different type of stage selection, just really like help you out. And we're seeing it. We're seeing the hero. He's definitely going for the gamble.
Yeah, Santiago saying, "I want my. You gonna have to run me back mine, bruh."
Let's see. All right, we're going with Northern again. Oh no. Okay, it doesn't get spiked. Too early for that.
That down air, just every time. So much puzzle.
Oh, and the up air.
Carries him to the upper room. Oh no.
That's, yeah. Definitely going to be an uphill battle, man.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
If Solidus wins this game, man, he's definitely riding a very high wave of momentum right now because this would be his first tournament win, I believe.
Yeah, so actually, he has only won a Challengers tournament previously. This would be his first all-in win.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
No, he's.
Well, I guess he's always placed like top 5.
Yeah, most recently he's been placing top 5. You know, between this season and towards the end of season 4, back towards the end of 2020. But I mean, we've really seen some improvement over time against really all of our competition.
Oh yes, for sure. I mean, just speaking from a personal level, ooh, with that down beat. This is from a personal level. This being, finding this group, and just being able to jump back into it after not playing heavy in several months, definitely forced me to put me in the position to step my game up, and I say I definitely benefited from it. But Solidus is
grim.
definitely. Oof.
He's going for it, man.
Yes,
He did enough to deny him.
He's like,
Yeah,
I might gonna hit you, but you ain't gonna get it.
Congratulations to Solidus, man.
Solidus with a hard fought victory. Exactly how hard, I don't know, but hard fought enough for him to take the W. And kudos to Santiago for really sticking in there and making it as close as possible.
Yeah, man, this was just one of those that was so hard fought. And then right at the end here, Santiago just was like, I don't think I can make it back here. Maybe expecting some more. And Solidus, they did it. He's kind of really climbed the ladder. Similar to like in BW where we really see like players kind of like improve and like really work their butts off to get this high. Like, it takes a lot of time. And Solidus, I know more than anybody, has spent a lot of time in the past year with this game. And I can't really say it, but he's done it. And without any more words, like he's done it, man. So, congratulations, man.
Definitely.
Yep.
Congratulations to Solidus on a well-deserved victory.
Yep, Solidus getting the do you believe in miracles? Yes. Just got the treatment in the background. I'll play it one more time for him.
5 seconds left in the game.
No, congratulations. It's something that we all love to see here, honestly. We progressively have watched a lot of people get better over time, and it's just been really an amazing thing to kind of watch. No, here's the thing that I like. I mean, in a lot of ways, I think you'll definitely stop and think about, hey, so, maybe a Luxray wasn't here. But the reality is that we've had some pretty stiff competition come through in general. And I think, today, beating really not just, you know, the person that you played against, right? You didn't just face anybody, but you actually faced someone who was last week's champion and showed that they can beat all of the competition as well. So, you know, it's one of those types of things where I think what most people tend to forget is that you want to be able to take the championship from a champion. And here's the thing. Solidus Hedgehog has, you know, beat someone who's not only won just this previous week, but he's a, I want to say, an IDM 24 week winner as well. So there's a lot to really kind of be said for it. And no, special congratulations to him as well, man. Especially hit him with the oh my god as well.
Oh my god.
Right. Now, next week, guys, I'm going to go ahead and announce it now. I think we have definitely found a really good amount of all-in tournaments that we've hosted over the course of this season. And so instead of waiting until the last week of this month, next week, let's go ahead and organize a crew battle. I feel really good about us getting a crew battle in. And I think this is a great time for us to start thinking about who our captains for that are going to be. I think coming this Monday, what I'll try to do is put a poll up. Maybe we'll see who all is available to play, and then amongst our top 4, somehow think of 2 people to kind of pick teams to play. But yeah, I'd really love to throw a crew battle in, because we are officially starting the road to IDM 50. We are just 4 streams away from IDM number 50, which I once again want to be a really big celebration. I want everybody who's at least been even close to get a chance to come back and catch up with us, even if it's just for that week. So yeah, no, I'm definitely going to do that. And in the meantime, let's see if they're still online. I'm actually getting ready to throw a raid. There we go. We'll throw a raid to our friend Diane. She's a really good Call of Duty streamer. If you guys get a chance, please be sure to check her out. We're going to start a raid now. You guys can hop in. Super duper appreciate it. Be on the lookout for that for the information for next week's crew battle. And I'll see you guys next week.